Shoot him!
Sir! Put the fucking hands there! Put the fuck, give him your hands! Give him your hands! Give him your hands!
So all of you guys have heard of the officer-involved shooting in the Chicago subway, a tragic situation all the way around, and now the FBI is investigating the incident for possible criminal charges against the officers involved. Now, I'm not here to discuss the justifiability or lack thereof of the force options used. Instead, I'd like to give my opinion as to how this situation spiraled out of control so quickly. Now, keep in mind, what this man is being accused of is moving from one train car to another, and even though that is a violation, it isn't a violent crime by any means. So let's look at this. As you can see, they've taken the suspect down, but he's still sitting up, leaning against the wall. The reason is both the officer down below and the suspect are pulling on the same handcuff. So rather than focusing on controlling the suspect, the officer is fixated on controlling his own handcuffs, which ironically are meant to control the suspect. So focusing on the handcuffs is why he's not controlling the suspect in this situation. He attacks the face, and then listen what happens at this point. He tells his partner to shoot him twice because he's losing control. She draws her pepper spray instead, and she aims it at the suspect's face, but it has the complete opposite effect. Rather than getting him to cooperate, it fires him up even more, and this is when things really start to get out of hand, because instead of focusing on controlling the suspect on his back, they allow him to pronate, and we've talked about this time and time again. You do not want to pronate the suspect, put him on his belly until you've broken their spirit, right? Until the 100-second rule has taken effect with the suspect flat on their back, fully immobilized. By going to his knees, he's able to build the house, something you can't do from your back. And even though both officers are putting all their weight on the suspect's back, he's still able to continue building the house, such that as he begins to stand upright, and this is when the officers realize that any chances of control are lost, they disengage and listen. Once again, the male officer instructs his partner to shoot the suspect. She draws her weapon, steps back. He reaches for his jacket. He tries to exit the scene. That's when the suspect was hit the first time. He runs up the escalator. They chase after him, and at the top of the escalator, they fire another round, also impacting the suspect. As crazy as this situation was, you'll be glad to know that the suspect was taken to the hospital, and even though he is in critical condition, he's expected to survive.